Hi, I'm Andrew Burton from NMP. We are here at the Mohegan Sun at the New England Mortgage Expo. With me, I've got Kenny Peskin, former mortgage broker, who is now actually working with Arc Home as a national account executive. Kenny, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, to me, what you do right now is so important for the mortgage business and specifically for the mortgage broker. So you have experience as a mortgage broker. I want to talk to you a little bit about that. I want to talk a little bit about the non-QM space and the huge opportunity. So we're going to lose $1 trillion worth of business, from 2021 to 2022. It's something that a lot of people should be concerned about, but there's so many opportunities. I see non-QM being the big thing. But just first tell us, what do you like? Oops. I'm going to do that one more time. What do you like about being a mortgage broker? When you're a mortgage broker, what did you like about it?
Listen, being a mortgage broker was a great time in my life. It was a great opportunity to grow a business, really support customers, and really provide a valuable service and really create a very interesting life for myself and for the people around us. So it was a great time. We loved doing it, and it was great to serve our customers.
So now, listen, I know you did business nationwide. You
Sure.
you had actually call centers. You're pretty big. So this is not some small little mortgage broker that we're talking here, but you competed against some of the biggest brands. How were you as a mortgage broker able to show your competitive advantage over some of the biggest brands out there?
Look, at the end of the day, regardless of the size of the organization, it's the person on the other end of the phone. That's what this entire process is about. So it's all about solutions-based lending.
Yes.
And that's always what the non-QM business model always represented to me. And that's what the business represents. So if you're trying to create a business, you're trying to create a name, you're trying to create some level of separation between you and the big boy or the little person, it doesn't really matter. You're going to do solutions-based lending. And solutions-based lending is effectively educating your customer so that your customer can really understand that you have something that's very different than the next person, and you're providing them with a way to yes. And that's what we're always trying to do,
Yep.
Whether it was as a broker doing conventional loans, but especially now taking advantage of these great non-QM products that allow us to really do that educational process and really educate the customer so that we can get more business in the door.
Fantastic. So listen, the brokers out there because I don't understand, but there are some brokers that are not actually participating in non-QM. What do you think is their biggest obstacle or the biggest maybe myth, or something that's in their mind that's preventing them, from taking a look at non-QM, putting crazy production levels on agency business aside?
Right. So I think the same issue for the consumer is the same issue for a lot of loan brokers and loan officers across the country, which is that it's a matter of them taking the time to say, hey, it's not as different as it may appear, and just getting educated themselves as well.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. So we spend as much time educating, as a former broker, we would educate our loan officers. Right? And now at ARC, what we do is we educate our loan officers at our brokers so that they can become experts on the non-QM products and deliver the same type of value to their customer that way. So that's the difference, and I think that educational process, once they get past that first little hump, they're off to the races.
Fantastic. Now, once they start actually closing some non-QM loans, what do you find brokers love about it? Like, what is actually? So to me, and you tell me actually if it's these things, if it's something else, high loan balances, dealing with business owners who are professional people who don't have time actually, to fill out 14 forms and become actually, just meet in the lead pool. Sure. But what actually, when brokers are established, they're starting to do non-QM and starting to feel it. What do they love about it?
There's a few things they really love. First of all, they love that the average loan size is probably 2 to 3 times larger than a typical Fannie Mae loan.
That's awesome.
So that's really helpful. But the other thing is that, again, once you're educating a consumer and you're providing them with a solutions-based lending, you're no longer commoditized. So you're a valued part of the process. And they're not just going to leave you, and you're able to create ongoing relationships. So once the broker and the loan officer realize that that you're no longer just a number and you're just not a commodity. They really take hold of that because they realize they can grow a legitimate business going in a variety of different directions, whether they're going after realtors, whether they're going after financial professionals, whether they're going after attorneys. Their base of customer that they can go after with these types of products opens the doors to a lot of other options.
And you're not having the same thing, actually, like as when you're going purchasing agency loans, you're saying, oh, got best rates, great service, same thing everyone else is saying. Now you have actually something that's a differentiator, something that you use in your business to actually separate you aside from the big players and the small players. Kenny, awesome stuff. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
And I'm Andrew Berman from NMP. Thank you for watching.